Gatekeeping. Why do you do it? Who are you helping by doing that? What is it benefiting you in your career and social circles? Let's talk about it. You know, they say never meet your heroes in real life because you might be disappointed. I don't necessarily 100% agree with that, but when it comes to the topic of gatekeeping, there are some negative effects and impacts that it has on either your career, your social life, or just life in general. And we're going to talk about some of the impacts that has in our career in audio engineering today. So some might say, what do you mean by gatekeeping? What does that actually mean? And to me, gatekeeping is such a pervasive issue, and it affects various aspects of society and individual careers. And while it can maintain certain standards, the negative implications often outweigh the benefits, and that leads to exclusion and stagnation. By understanding the dynamics of gatekeeping and employing strategies to overcome it, some of us can foster a more inclusive environment that values diverse contributions and promotes equity. Now let's talk about some of the negative effects that gatekeeping might have that could impact you, especially in your career. One of the negative effects of gatekeeping is exclusion of diverse voices. It amalgamates ideas and perspective, that's for sure, and it definitely marginalizes underrepresented voices, stifling creativity and innovation. Another negative to me is career stagnation. It hinders advancements of talented individuals and perpetuates inequalities by favoring certain backgrounds in hiring and promotion. I'm pretty sure you have experienced something like that in your career or life before. One of the major impacts that I've felt throughout my life and my career is information control. Information control, let's talk about that. Gatekeeping manipulates the flow of information in media and academia, whether it's in your career or in your social circles when you're trying to learn new things and new tasks that could help you. Gatekeeping also leads to misinformation and an uninformed public. When we talk about information control, I just want to spend some time on this a little bit and give you some examples of how that affects our industry in live audio engineering. When you see people in our community that are more advanced than the younger generation that's coming up, you find that some don't want to share their knowledge and experience with the younger generation or the less experienced generation, simply because either, number one, they feel threatened by the up-and-coming engineers that are coming up. They feel like they might take their place, or they're misinformed and have a sense of insecurity within themselves that make them feel like they don't need to share this information. I'm thankful that in this community, we are building people who are willing to share their experiences and knowledge with the younger generation that's coming up to share their experiences together. Gatekeeping can also lead to psychological barriers, and it creates a feeling of inferiority among those seeking approval. Another psychological barrier is that it can result in self-doubt, and it affects your mental health and well-being. It really does. So let's take some time to talk about how to overcome gatekeepers. Number one, building networks. Now, I believe if you build your networks and you expand your professional and social networks for access to opportunities, you will have a larger scope of people that you can reach out to who are willing to mentor you, who are willing to teach you, who are willing to walk with you in your journey. Engaging with diverse communities for support and mentorship is a huge factor in overcoming gatekeepers. Another factor that you can use to overcome gatekeepers is leveraging technology. For example, social media, utilizing digital platforms to share your voices and expertise. And by that, you can bypass the traditional gatekeepers through social media and blogs and building an online community where like-minded people can come together. Also, advocating for inclusivity. Promoting inclusive practices within your organization, within your social circle, within your work community, within your business community helps a lot. And it also helps you to implement policies that ensure diverse perspectives are represented. Super, super important. One of my favorite ways to overcome gatekeepers is developing confidence. Seek personal development opportunities like workshops and coaching and mentorship like what we do here on this channel sometimes. It'll help to build your self-confidence. Also, stand firm with your ideas and contributions and become more confident that the ideas that you bring to the table are good ideas for your community. And lastly, and probably one of the more beneficial ways of overcoming gatekeeping, is to collaborate. Some collaborative approaches that you can try is to form coalitions, like we said earlier when we're developing confidence, that can help to amplify your voices collectively. Demand changes more effectively through collaborations. So there you have it. This was just a quick video to talk about gatekeeping and how it affects you in your social circles and especially in your careers. I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment down below. Let's have a conversation about this, and let's open up this channel to talk about things like this, especially when it comes to mental health and stagnation within your career. Leave a comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Before I go any further, I want to thank the almost 500 to 600 of you who have subscribed to this channel within just the last week. Thank you so much for being here. I promise this is going to be a fun ride. Let's go.